Hey guys, Meryl here, and I actually have a skin ready this time. Let me take it off. Let me take armor off and show it to you. Here it is. It's my face. It's derpy, I know, but it's the best I could do. I've got a little gradient on the jacket, and if we go to the back, you can see I've even got the tail. It does look funny with the armor on, but unfortunately we have to keep the armor on, otherwise we die. So let me go ahead and show you what I've done. I've been working on the terraforming a little bit with the help of my brother, as well as if we get an aerial view. I've been kind of working on flattening out the land for some farms. I'm going to stop it around here, and I'm also going to work it back down into the land, so it's not just going to seem like an abrupt cube. And the other thing I've done is I did some end raiding and started moving my stuff in. So if I go upstairs, I can show you what I've done. When I went end raiding, I got some gear for my brothers. You know, we all now have elytras because I was designated kind of the elytra person. And I moved all my stuff in. I haven't moved into the chests yet, but it's all in shulkers, and I've got more. So, and then I also managed to get enough wither skeleton skulls for fighting the wither and getting a beacon to help with some of the terraforming, which I'm not going to show on camera because you guys have seen everyone fight the wither, and after fighting the bedrock wither, this one's going to be nothing. But I will say, Java Edition, hold on, Java Edition fucking sucks. Like, the fact that it spawns so many mobs, even with full netherite proc 4 armor, if you are burned with wither skeletons surrounding you, you will die, and it is very annoying. Bedrock Edition has a very low mob cap compared to Java Edition, which makes it easier, and I kind of miss it, because holy shit, I died like twice while trying to farm these, even with full netherite. So that's kind of my rant, is that, yeah, it kind of fucking sucked getting these nether skulls, and it's not something I want to do again without a farm. Same thing with guardians. I died once fighting guardians already. The other thing I needed to explain is why I didn't have my skin last episode and why some things might have been reset. So basically, when I first started the server, I started in online mode, and online mode basically can verify who you are. It lets skins run, certain things with your Mojang account and all that. And somehow in the middle of it, it got turned to offline mode and all our stuff got deleted. So we just continued playing the game in offline mode. But once I found this out, I realized I can't use my skin. So we all decided to put our stuff away and reset a lot of our items and achievements. Well, not necessarily reset, but like the experience was reset. All your achievements were reset. So that's why if I go to my advancements, I don't have near as many as I had before. Because they were reset when I had played on that account before, because I said I started it in online mode at one point, and then I stopped playing in online mode. I don't know how that setting got changed, but it did. But we're back in online mode, so we're hopefully going to be able to stay this way, get any advancements we need, and all that. So today's plan is to deal with, these guys over here. So today I'd like to get some villager infrastructure in. Maybe build them a house that they can breed in, and then maybe start getting some places set up. I'd like to build buildings for each individual one, maybe with like 10 of them in each building, so I can, you know, trade with them rather than having them all in one building. I like that idea better, having themed buildings. So yeah, that's kind of going to be the plan for today. I also realized that I'm probably going to end up building a bunker because I need more storage. So if we go to the back over here, we can probably just start building like a bunker here underground for a mass storage that you can't see, and kind of theme it, like just make it out of concrete, like the walls, and give it like texture. Yeah, that's what's going on. I will probably also go back to spawn, because like I said, my brothers have been on the server, and I kind of want to show off what they've done. So I will see you when we get back to spawn, so I can show you what they're doing. And here we are, back over at spawn. I'm not going to turn around. You've seen that water pillar's gone up. I've asked my brother to remove it. He will probably get to it. I don't like it. He had a habit of falling with his elytra, so he thought it'd be a good idea to land, and it kind of works for him, so if he needs it, I'll let him keep it. But anyways, if we fly up here, we can see what we've done. So we've got my oldest brother. He's working on this little house. It's very 2012 still. It's like solid colors and pillars and stuff, but I'm excited to see how it works out in the end. And then we've got my younger brother. He's actually doing this log thing over here, where he's going to make a tree, kind of like what Scar has done in the Hermitcraft server. But man, I was surprised at how good the roots look. Like if we get like a circular view, if he continues this, it's going to be an awesome little tree. It is going to be a lot of work though. Collecting wood kind of sucks. So that's what they're up to and what I'm going to do. So I'm going to kill the wither real quick. That's also why I came down to spawn, because I kind of want to kill the wither underground. And the only place I haven't started a mine in my other area, so I'm just going to go down here and kill it. So I will see you back when I have a beacon ready to go. Hi guys, as you can see, I've got a nether star in my hand. I beat I beat the wither. I may have underestimated a little bit. I came close to death a few times, but ultimately I ran back and forth eating golden carrots and eventually beat it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and craft a beacon, and let me open my inventory. I'm working on getting enough blocks. I've got that iron farm at the other place, plus I've been mining. So go ahead and craft this, and then I will probably see you guys once I've got this constructed and some more terraformed. And probably once I've got some supplies ready as well to start building the little villager hut. And then we will probably just end this episode with that villager hut being built in, I would assume, some kind of time-lapse format. Again, I have not figured out replay mod yet. I need to figure out how to make my server a modded server, and then I need to figure out how to actually use replay mod. So yeah, that's where we're gonna leave this off for now. Hey guys, Meryl here, and I bet you did not expect a time lapse. That is right. While recording episode 2, I did indeed figure out how to use replay mod. It was a long and painful process. I had a very hard time figuring it out, and I've had technical problems with it, but I love replay mod. It is so much fun to use, and it's so cool to be able to literally put your camera anyway and move them where they want. Like, it's just an amazing tool for recording, and I love that. The biggest problem I had was actually that FFmpeg. So I use Ubuntu, and FFmpeg on Ubuntu is bugged. So essentially, unlike Windows, to my knowledge, Ubuntu doesn't limit the amount of memory a process can use. So FFmpeg just keeps using more and more memory, and eventually it uses all the memory on your machine and crashes, which is not how it works on Windows. So because of that, I have to transfer my files to my laptop so that I can actually render them, which is kind of annoying, but I literally have an SD card that I've been using to transfer video files back and forth from my computer. So I hope that you're enjoying this time-lapse. I figured I got the beacon set up and I needed to do some terraforming, so it would be a really cool idea to just test my knowledge of replay mod by doing a short little time-lapse of us terraforming the project. And I think it turned out really well. I want to thank my sister-in-law and my brother for coming over to my base and helping me terraform that. It would have taken a lot longer for me to do it on my own, and I'm grateful for them for helping. So I will see you again in the next clip. Hey guys, as you can see by that time lapse, I got a lot done with the help of. I was gonna keep it nighttime because it looked better at night being lit up, but oh well. Yeah, so I've got the proximity mod set up properly, and I've got replay mod actually set up as well. So that took a lot of time, but I'm happy with the results of that time lapse. And yeah, so that's only the first chunk of it that needs done, because I still need to expand the dirt that way and that way. This is a major project in this point, but I'd kind of like to not do that on a time-lapse because I don't want to leave you guys with just time-lapse footage. So I'm also trying to think about where to put the farms, because I was thinking about it while I was working, and I kind of want villagers to be in the same area and everything else to be in the other area. So I'm kind of just trying to decide, well, this looks flat enough that I could put villagers over here and then put like maybe other farms, like, you know, probably put a mob farm in the corner over there, and then do villagers over here, maybe like all your other farms over here. Once we get this filled in, we'll have a lot more area to work with. Plus, this will be a lot easier to fill in. Plus, you got to mine some out than that. I'm gonna have to figure out how to terraform that, because if I fly over here, this is kind of a mess because if I just keep going upwards, it's going to look ugly. So I got to figure out, well, how do I manage to bring this down to this level and make it look natural? One of the things I've never really been very good at is making it look natural. Same thing over here is I'm gonna have to figure out how to make this look more natural than it is currently. Probably cover this hole all the way over. But again, I'm probably gonna do most of that off camera because I don't feel like making you guys watch through that because I'm not a huge fan of long time lapses dealing with a bunch of terraforming stuff. That was mostly just me testing to see if I could get it to work. It did take a lot of troubleshooting. Like, I was working on that for hours. Also, I forgot I should probably be talking in F5, huh? I still can't get over how creepy my face is with the helmet on. Hold on, I gotta take the helmet off. There we go. Now, we went from, like, awful warrior Meryl to nice, cuddly Meryl. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna do that off camera. I'm probably gonna collect some materials to actually build the villager house, because my plan with the villagers, I don't know if I've said this yet, is we're going to make one central house where they can all kind of live, breed, and do stuff, and then we're going to build individual buildings for all the different trading people with like 10 villagers in each, and I think that'll work really well. Some might end up having more than others, because I know the Fletchers I'd probably want more of, the stonemasons I'd probably want more of, but that's most of what it is it's just going to be terraforming and building buildings. And I think the next time lapse in this video will probably literally be me building that building. And since I've got enough room, I might as well build it before terraforming. That way I can at least get this video out. Because I don't actually know how long it will be, but hopefully it'll work. I'm still new to this whole how long should I make videos and how many time lapses and all that. So, but oh, as you can see, I did set up the beacon as well. I forgot to mention that. I got all the iron necessary for setting up the beacon to help with the process of mining that out. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys either when I've done more terraforming stuff or when I'm ready to build the villagers a house. So I will probably just see you then. So, hey guys, Creepy Meryl here, and as you can see, I've been cleaning up a bit. No more chests and shulkers outside, no nether portal outside, no nothing. I moved everything inside that I could, so let's go take a look at that real quick, and then I'll get to this in a minute. So if we go inside upstairs, we've got this. I filled the chest. This is stuff that I use a lot. So I'm going to put like gravel, sand, and concrete up front because I make a lot of it, plus just miscellaneous items that didn't really fit anywhere else. Then over here we've got mob drops, food, books, potions, all sorts of... This side is like bits and bobs. Like anything that's not a block, except for there. And then in the back is obviously gear. And over here is all your blocks. Dirt, stone, stuff for the nether, some end stuff, miscellaneous, some glass. Yeah, and then we've obviously got an entire chest pretty much full of shulkers. So that's what's been going on. That's part of what I've been doing. It's one of those where I've been kind of going back and forth between placing dirt and organizing. Because as you can see, I finished expanding the platform. Well, I need to go this way more, but that's going to be for later. But this is where I think I'm going to put my village. So I need a village. I need trading. You know, it's one of those things where I need quite a bit. So I think we've got enough room here for quite a few different villager houses. So the first thing I think I want to build is like a main area for the villagers to hang out, which is going to go right here. And I'm going to show you kind of the idea I have in mind in my creative world. So I'll see you there. I know I just started, but we're going to cut here as well. Alright, here we are in my creative world. As you can see, this is kind of what I'm thinking. We go maybe something from stone, andesite, stone. Like, I don't think I'll do this exact one because I don't really like the stone bricks, but we're also going to mix spruce, and because spruce kind of matches the logs, and oak and spruce just kind of look well together. So yeah, this is kind of what I'm thinking. Same with the roof. I really like the tiled roof ideas. Ignore that. That's for a future video idea. But yeah, I really like the tiled roof. So I really like the way it turns out. So I'm going to try and use it more here. But yeah, we've got kind of this stone to andesite, more to stone brick kind of thing. Gray stained glass to match the stone colors. Still working on the window designs. I think I've finally come up with one that works. And then we just place like a bunch of beds, and not sure if I'll actually do an upstairs. If I do it again, it's just going to be plenty of beds, but I think I might just keep stacking the beds. So yeah, that's kind of the plan with this, is just make kind of this main area hall that they can all sleep in and that they can breed in. And you know, a lot of times for these trading halls, people do they lock them behind, like let's say I go into this. I'm thinking more like this, where we just let them go to their workstations, and I'll just use iron doors when I need to zombify them. So just get them in boats, move them into the right building, and zombify them. But that's future stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the main world, and probably just jump straight into the time lapse of building this thing. Also, I need to know down below, how much do you guys like time lapses to be? Because I know I don't like really long time lapses, so I think I probably won't time-lapse any of the terraforming. I will probably only time-lapse buildings and just do terraforming off camera. Because I'm not personally a huge fan of it. I just wanted to test and make sure my time-lapses work and I could figure out replay mod. So that's mostly why that is. But yeah, let's get into the time-lapse. I will see you there. Hey guys, Meryl back here, and as you can see, it is done. I've got it all built. Decided to go with no windows because the concrete would make it too much of a pain in the ass to do windows. Got some villagers breeding, so it actually functions. We go in here, we got a bunch of beds, plus more up in the attic. But yeah, that's what we got. Unfortunately, there's going to be no time-lapse because the time-lapse crashed, and I could not recover the file, which is kind of annoying. But you know, it's what ends up happening. So if we go inside, you can see it's a simple design. We got spruce roof with a little chandelier and some beds, plus obviously there's more beds up there. I don't know if they can actually utilize those to breed yet, but we will find out. And then I got one more thing to show you guys. So I put my armor back on. Over here I have started a little bee farm because future projects need wax and honey. So because I need wax and honey, I'm gonna go ahead and utilize them. Eventually I want to build like a bee dome where they all kind of just sit and work. Ooh, hey, wandering trader, what do you have? Anything interesting? I already have mangrove. Free leads. Leave while you can if you don't want to die. I guess you wanted to die. Okay. I just brutally murdered llamas on camera. But yeah, that's probably going to be the end of this video. If you did enjoy, I would appreciate it if you leave a like and subscribe. It sucks. I'm still getting used to replay mod, so you know, it's not the best in the world. But yeah, I would also like to know, how much of a video do you guys want to be time-lapse? Because I know I'm not a huge fan personally of time-lapses, but so I think I'll only time-lapse building buildings. And then any terraforming I do, I'll probably just do off camera. But yeah, I will see you guys next time.